COVID-19 is a new type of the coronavirus influenza that is highly infectious. Many who contract it show very mild symptoms, but for others, it can be fatal. The common symptoms are fever and tiredness, a cough, breathing difficulties, and muscle pain. In the confined environment of a ship, officers and crew must do all they can in preventing it occurring. You can keep coronavirus off your ship by strictly following these simple precautions. As a starting point, how can you protect yourself from getting infected? Hand washing is a vital defense and should always be done after using the toilet, after you have been in a crowded space, after sharing tools, and before and after eating or handling food. You should always wash hands after blowing your nose, sneezing and coughing, after dealing with an ill person, and before and after treating a cut or wound. And always wash hands on returning to your cabin, and frequently throughout the day. Wash hands with soap and warm water for about 20 seconds or longer, about the time it takes to sing Happy Birthday twice. It's best to remove your watch and any jewelry before starting. Use liquid soap if available and work up plenty of bubbles. Then wash hands vigorously, especially nail beds where germs and viruses often collect, by rubbing the tips of fingers into the palm of the other hand. Rub thoroughly around thumbs and wrists. Then rinse off with clean water and dry thoroughly with a hot air dryer or paper towel. It's best to cover a tap with tissue when turning it off to avoid cross-contamination. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth with unwashed hands. Where possible, avoid physical contact and maintain a safe distance between yourself and other people, especially anyone showing symptoms of fever, coughing, or sneezing. Do not touch anyone who may be unwell or showing symptoms such as fever. If you start to develop a cough or fever, contact the medical officer immediately and follow instructions. These may include remaining in your cabin or moving to a single cabin if you have shared accommodation. You will stay in isolation until no longer infectious. Coronavirus is most easily spread through sneezing and coughing. Both these actions release thousands of minute droplets into the air around us to be breathed in by anyone close by. To contain the spread of infection, simply cover the mouth and face when sneezing or coughing with a tissue. Or if no tissue, use your sleeve. Immediately dispose of used tissues safely. If you've covered your face with your hands when sneezing and coughing, wash them immediately. Touching a door handle or handrail with unwashed hands will very likely deposit the virus for someone else to pick up. The most important thing is to limit the spread of infection on board, and the mess is an area where crew gather. Always wash your hands before entering. Never share cutlery, and wash hands after leaving the mess. If you feel unwell or are showing any signs of infection, you can help protect yourself and your shipmates from contracting COVID-19.